everybody, and welcome to another episode of Survival with Fix. We have no time to waste today because I am giving myself 100 days to get as much done in my new zoo, my new animal kingdom, as I possibly can. In the last episode of Survival with Fix, we built this cozy little diagonal barn. I really like it. This is for my cow exhibit, where we need to move on to some of the other animals. For example, these chickens. Yeah, these chickens, they need a home. Right now, they're just living with the cows, but that's not a long-term solution. They need a home of their very own. I think this little spot over here will be absolutely perfect. First thing is first, I need to build a chicken coop and a place where I can keep some of my stuff. I don't have that much of a plan here, but I just want to build a real basic little chicken coop where I can put basically a bed, maybe a couple chests, a crafting table, and we're going to call it a chicken coop, but really, truly, it's just storage for this staging area. I like the basic design of it. I just want to strip a little bit of wood. Well, too much. I want to strip some of the wood and really put the finishing touches on this place. I don't want it to look too nice. It is a chicken coop after all, but yeah, look, off to a good start already. Have I shown you creepers in the world? Oh, I love them so much. This is the Fresh Animations mod that is just a client-side mod. You can use it anywhere. Oh, they're so creepy and scary and horrible, and I love them. I have a special technique that I use to make easy custom trees. Yeah, that tree, that's not going to do it in my special super awesome amusement park. I need custom trees. So what I do is I go up about 5 blocks and I plant these oak trees with the glass block diagonally to them. And this will encourage the big oak trees to grow. I made 2 little chicken coops. I really like them. One's diagonal, one sort of not. And I really like them. They're very basic, simple little chicken coop for them to go in and lay their eggs. But I have a problem, and the problem is that I really hate the ground in this place. I started planting a couple of the big spruce trees, but that's not enough. I'm going to make this look like these chickens are messy, because chickens are messy. They're really messy, dirty, disgusting animals. Sorry, chicken lovers. I don't mean to offend you. No hate in the comments. Look, I got to go repair my shovel. I'll be right back. The great thing about this place is this is how you get to my gold farm, because I have a portal right here in the castle that leads up to the nether roof, and that's where my gold farm is, which is a perfect place to repair quickly. I think this is that ENXO4 farm. At least that's where I get almost all my farms, because they tend to be the easiest, and this is so super fast and efficient. I don't even have to kill them. I just wait for them to smush together. After some more grind, I am getting close. The ground is starting to look really nice. I used some bone meal, obviously some mud, some rooted mud, some podzol, coarse dirt, soul sand. Yeah, it's looking good. I actually need organic stuff because I want to fill up some composters to make it look like chicken feed or whatever, and I don't have any, so I was going to leave, and I thought, oh wait, I forgot, I have a potato farm right here. This is where you can cook your own potatoes. You harvest them yourself, and then you go into the potato patch to cook them in the theme park. Yeah, nice, I'll do that. And after using the barrels for scenery, I think it's time. I'm going to use up all of my eggs and bring in as many chickens as I can. There are a few chickens wandering around, but at least these eggs will get us started, and then I can breed them up later, of course. That, I believe, is the most epic chicken coop music that's ever been. So these trees are still growing. Like, there's always one that's not grown. It's really, really getting annoying. But now it's time to move on. We are going to move on from chickens to pigs. This whole island is going to be my basic farming animal mob stuff. And then as we move on, we're going to include all the mobs in the entire game. But this is going to be where my cows, my chickens, and my pigs are. I think I came up with a very simple pig farm design because I want the guests in the park to be able to walk in here and actually maybe feed the pigs or something. So I want a barn that's going to be open to the air that they can walk straight along the path and go in. Oh, those vertical planks up there. That's my double slab texture, and it is so nice. Got to work out some of the interior in this one, since especially it's open to the air. I don't do all the interiors in the game, but when you can see them, I guess I got to do it. Yeah, so I learned something about the game. I just happened to be walking by these pigs holding a potato, and they followed me. I did not know that happened. I thought you need carrots to breed pigs. Well, look at me. But I think the time has finally come. A lot of my 5th saplings have finally grown. It's time to make these little trees into big trees. I'm just going to do that by combining all the roots into one mega root and make it look like a custom job. This is just stage 1 though. You can't stop here because this looks terrible. You need to improve the leaves as well. I was hoping that a few more of these trees would grow so I could show some different examples, but I got to wait a little bit longer. These leaf danglers and removing some leaves are definitely the best way to go. I mean, look at how custom these already look. They're not the best trees ever, but boy, are they a lot faster than building them custom, especially when you need a bunch of them. Now, I have been looking at this river for a long time because it's right here, and I've already done some of the custom rivers around this park. So the problem is, once you start doing a big job like this, a big custom landscaping or custom terraforming job, it's really hard to stop because in Minecraft, everything's connected. Well, in the real world, too. I guess that's how the world works. The problem is, how do you stop? Where do you draw the line and go back to sort of vanilla terrain generation? I don't know, but I know I need to do this river, and oh man, I'm regretting this decision already. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. What I did is very simple. I dug the river a little deeper, covered it all in dirt, and then I textured it with some stone patches, some mud, and all that kind of stuff. Then I put in some bone meal for the vegetation. It was easy mentally, but really took a long time. I have exactly one conduit in this entire world, even though I've been in here for, well, years of in-game time. But yeah, I had to move it because this job is, it's getting big. I have so many things I want to build, but this river like, honestly, it's just overwhelming. Like, I just keep, everywhere I look, I think, oh, this looks so bad. So I got a lot of it like dirt, but I got it textured before I can even start to think about moving on and filling out more of this island. You can see how long this river goes. It just goes and goes and goes. Back to Steelport. Boy, oh boy, do I need a break from that underwater grind. I mean, you know, the end result is great, and when you see it, you're like, wow, that looks really good, but boy, oh boy, ugh. But that's like the greatest thing about Minecraft, right? There's so much to do. There's even just as a builder, which I really am. I'm not really an adventurer, redstoner, obviously, but like, there's so much to do. If you get tired of building landscapes, then you can go build houses. If you get tired of that, you can build something else. It's just the greatest game in the world. One of the things I really want to do, though, is I want to add some immersion to this farm. Now, this farm is an exhibit. It's not a real functional farm, though I would imagine that the zookeepers who work with the animals would actually utilize it. So I actually want to plant some crops for the guests to be fully immersed in that area of life. Oh, this takes me back to the early days of my world here where I was planting 3 fields for every house. Now we don't have to do that anymore because we have other food sources, but yeah, this is old school. Now to complete my farming island, I need sheep, of course. So we got cows, chickens, pigs, and now sheep. Farming island should have all the animals I need. Break's over though, it's time to get back to work, and yeah, here we are underground again. Now adding these little rock piles, it's not too bad. I used tuff and cobblestone, mostly slabs just to save on materials, but unfortunately I got to waterlog these because whenever I dug down the river, I don't have all source blocks down below it. You know, I cleared out this mangrove forest, mangrove jungle one time, and it was awful. It took so long, but the nice thing is I thought ahead, and I took all the mud and I saved it all. All the muddy roots, all the jungle leaves, mangrove leaves, yeah, I kept it all, and I need it today. Oh, I just coming back from Gabor, I love that place, and I really want to get back to it. Maybe I'll spend like another 100 days in Gabor and see how much I can expand that city. But now we're on to mud. So I'm going to be using a combination of soul soil, muddy roots, and mud, I think. Yeah, that should be good. I think that'll be a nice little mixture underwater here to really make this pop. After I got all of it mudded, you know what I don't have? I don't have a kelp farm in this entire world. Another thing that I don't have after all this time. So I just flew over to a jungle and just took a, ooh, what is that a mesa? Oh, that's my mining mesa. Cool. After planting the kelp, all I gotta do is bone meal patches of seagrass, and I am calling this river, at least this section of the river, because, yeah, it keeps going and going, but this section, I'm calling it done, right? Done. Now, another thing I need to add is I need to add more buildings, and I want to use colorful buildings because we're in a theme park. This isn't medieval. It feels medieval, but it's not. It's a theme park. So I'm going to use a concrete blue building, and I am already thinking like, yeah, maybe I'll cover some of this up with some trees. Hey everybody, look, check it out, a wandering trader spawn. Now here's the trick. He's not selling nautilus shells, which is the only thing I care about. I need to kill him, but not make his llamas mad at me. That's the key of what I have to. Darn it. I need him to burn because I want to keep the llamas friendly so I can use them in a future exhibit without them spitting at me the whole time. After getting my llamas safely into a pen somewhere, I decided to add all these little trees over here along the road, and boy, oh boy, are they nice. The little custom trees along with the really, really big custom oak trees, yeah, this place is coming along, and I am really loving the atmosphere. It's so peaceful. You know, I flew back to Steelport to get some bone meal, and I don't have any, but look at this. I got some sort of weird redstone problem. The redstone just stopped going. This is supposed to just go in a cycle. That was so weird. I've never seen that happen before. Anyway, so my mob farm has been off for who knows how long, maybe a really long time because it is completely empty of resources. We are somewhere in the area of 65 days in or so, and I'm starting to move on into the finishing areas, and part of the finishing areas is really working up the banks of this river. Having a finished river doesn't look good if the banks are just regular old grass blocks. My goodness, would you look at the view? I get asked pretty frequently what shaders I use. I use Complementary Reimagined, and it gives these oh man, I mean that is just spectacular. Love this place. And what a difference it makes. Look at this riverbank. Oh, baby. Now, some of this bamboo is going to keep on growing because I do need to cap it off with some string. Unfortunately, I don't think you can use shears to stop that, and that needs to happen. Vines, shears, sugarcane, all that kind of stuff needs to be able to be right-clicked with shears. Come on, Mojang. We need that. That is important. Anyway, I'm very happy with this riverbank. I need to do this all around the island. I'm going to start working on some connected tissue here to make sure all the roads connect. But while I'm doing that, I haven't edited like this in a really, really long time. You're going to have to let me know if this is something that you really like. Kind of going back to the old school style of how I did it a couple years back. I've not been able to record audio whenever I record the game recently, so I thought this might be a way that I can keep on recording while I do other things. Now, looking forward, I want to look at this map and see exactly where we want to go. I want to work on the rest of this island, but right now it's regular Minecraft terrain. I'm going to need to landscape it a lot to sort of prepare for the future. There's no way I have time for more exhibits in this 100-day block, but to look forward, yeah, I got to do it. The first part of landscaping is cutting down all these trees. And that's a good thing. I do need acacia wood. It's not something I have very much of, so I'm happy to get it. But yeah, there's a lot of acacia trees here that got to go. And you know, the other thing is I chew through a ton of dirt when I'm redoing these rivers because basically I'm coating the entire bottom with 1 to 2 to 3 blocks of dirt. So I do need all this grass. So it's nice to get it all. And some of these higher elevation mounds really got to go. I can't keep these out here if I want people to smoothly walk across the terrain. I probably should have taken the time to move my beacon and I didn't, but I think this is going to be okay. We have a little bit of a plateau I can use for an exhibit. I came up with a plan for the rest of this island. I don't know if I'm going to have time to get to it or not, but I'm going to try anyway. I want to do a turtle exhibit, and to do that, I need to actually box them in inside the ocean too, so they don't swim away to freedom, right? But I can't stop the water from flowing, so I'm going to use iron bars to allow the water to flow back and forth, but keep the turtles in. I think that's the humane way to go. Oh, baby, I made the decision. I'm going to bring in donkeys. Remember that plateau I built? Oh, man, I just lost a donkey. Oh, these leads. Leads are terrible. Oh, I really wish that leads would be fixed. You know, Dallas Mead, who I watch every episode of, brought up a really good point. There should be an audible sound when leads break so you know that you need to go back and retrieve them. That'd be the minimum way to fix it, right? Well, and I think that is going to bring us to the end of my 100-day block here. It is officially day 5,500 here in this beautiful world that we have. I have the llamas enclosed. I have the turtle sanctuary kind of laid out. We're going to come back to that in a future video, but I think that we've done a lot of good work. I mean, the place looks freaking beautiful. I love it. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Let's get right into the question or comment of the day. This comment comes from Discord, and it's really old. It's like almost a year old, but from Charlene. Hey, Fix, whatever happened with Tepik's wife? What did she do okay with the twins? My mom is hooked on your story, but wondering constantly about the Tepik family. Yeah, and I want to bring this up again because, as you've noticed, there's been no lore segments in the most recent videos because I've changed streams. Look, I'm in graduate school, and my life is really, really, really busy right now and will be for the foreseeable future. I can't spend all the time on animating that I used to spend. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be writing a book-like format. I'm calling it like a novella about what the animated movie was going to be, which is going to explain where Steve Tepik is, what's going on with Edwin, what's going on with James, all that kind of stuff. It's all going to be in the book, and I'm going to present that chapter by chapter in audiobook format here on the channel. So you can listen, or if you'd rather read, if that's more your jam, I'll release like a PDF of it chapter by chapter as I finish them. So I'm not going to wait until I get the whole thing done. I'm just going to put it out chapter by chapter. You can read it at your own leisure or listen to the audio at your own leisure. So I'm hard at work. Chapter 1 is about 50% done. So we're getting there. Thanks so much for spending part of your day with me today. I really do appreciate it. And we'll see you all in the next one. Bye, everybody.